moment of truth time. So hopefully a couple of things are happening. Hopefully, first of all, you can actually fucking see me. God damn, my application not working. Am I live? I fucking am. Guys, I'm in the studio. There is absolutely no... Do not say fuck or bugger. I am absolutely... oh, I should put on this... Oh, I should put my hashtags at the end, shouldn't I? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now, here's the thing. Oh, fuck! I've not even got a fucking chat window up. Fuck am I meant to see? It says I'm offline, but I hope I'm not. I hope I'm online. Yes, I am. Thank God. God damn! So, yeah, oh Christ, I'm gonna have to, like, really be fucking clever here. Move this shit to there. I mean, hopefully this is all still working. So yeah, I am currently, I'm in the studio, right? So this is a bit different. Let's just do... Boys, girls, women, all of those modern people in between. I am live from the studio. Make an old man very happy. Come and join me while I work. Oh yeah, I've just shared that to the old Facey B. Oh, boys and girls, men and women, all the modern people in between. I am in the studio. I am mixing. There's guitars on the walls. There's a face right here. Come and watch me work. Come and put me off and distract me. Hopefully the stream works. Paste. Hot damn! Hot damn! Let's make some memories. Let's have some fun, you fucking slag. Right, the voice is coming through. Stream looks healthy. Sort of, more or less. Yeah. Oh, right. Before we actually go into anything, I'm going to actually sit and have... Give me that here, what you have. Oh, god damn. And I got myself some full sugar and also diet energy iron brew. Who am I mixing today? PaperSailor, of course. Of course it's fucking PaperSailor. I actually neglected to say that. I feel kind of bad now. Let me just see here. Live now. Twitch.tv/. There we go. Save it. Save it. You dirty bitch. Okay. Yo, Escape Routes! We are having fun today and we are going to mix. A bit different today. Bit different. Not my usual stream. We are in my studio. No green screen today. No gaming. Purely what I do. Purely my job today, except you're going to watch me. And I think this is going to work. With it being in the studio, of course, there's always a downside of it just being the fucking... just being the fucking data stream. But, bang! Got myself the hub. Got the 4G hub. Things are pretty alright. I don't even know. I think I'm at 720p. Because I'm using Streamlabs OBS on the PC because I don't usually stream from the PC. I can't use OBS Studio because I just can't, because I use that from a normal stream for an audio mix when I stream from the Mac. Because I'm using the Mac for mixing, so I can't fucking do that. I can't stream from the Mac as well as mixing. So had to quickly set up a whole quick scene here. None of my usual cool stuff, just what you see on the screen here. Just the fun of today's mixing. Yeah, so hope you all enjoy. PaperSailor is going to be the thing I'm mixing today, because I'm in the middle of doing all that. Where are we? What the fuck did I do? Oh, I did not post a picture. Mixing in the studio. My day job, but with an audience. There we go. Tweet that shit out, baby. The cool thing is I can connect to this hub just like I'm at home. So I've got my MacBook wire. Oh, in fact, I'm going to turn the Wi-Fi off on that. Got that connected. I've got the PC hooked straight in. I've got my phone Wi-Fi to the hub. This is great. Not a single cable in sight going underground. All up in the air, baby. So basically, I think we're cool. I think we're good. All we need to do now. Here's what I'm going to do. Without me touching many levels here, I'm just going to play the track through because I've nearly finished mixing this. So all this is copyright free because it's not out yet. PaperSailor is fucking immense, and this is like all the stuff off his new album so far. What version of Cubase is this? It's 8.5 Pro, so I'm a little bit behind, but I like 8.5. It's running. I've had this for 5 years. Whenever this one came out, I think we're on like version 12 now, isn't it? Maybe 11. Because every year it's a 0.5, isn't it? And I bought 8.5 when it was brand new, so I've just stuck with it because I like it. Anyway, let's listen to this track while I have a quick bit to eat. You're an Ableton man. Well, PaperSailor, who this music is by, like I say, I've nearly finished mixing this track, so it is nearly finished. He uses Ableton for his. He'll probably, hopefully pop along soon. He uses Ableton for his demos, so he made the demos of this, and then we done the real thing here in the studio. So here we go. I'll play the track back. Your God Is Lying to You, which was the first one we done of this session. Yeah, I'll play this back and I won't talk for a bit while I can have my wrap and my Iron Brew. Oh, by the way, there'll probably be a little bit of a buzz now and again. I think that's a grounding thing with the audio cables. It's not actually buzzing in the track. You might just hear a low buzz now and again from the playback when there's not a lot of sound happening. But hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's nothing that annoys anyone. I know most people probably don't even notice it.
His order eternal, no conscience wait. You're ready to die for all price this paid. These words are your honor. These pages your grave.
Sorry, I got I got a wee bit sort of confused there because that MooBot thing came up in the chat. Don't know if anyone else can see that. I think you can, maybe not. It's cause all the fucking recent Twitch stuff, like it's all the stuff's all logged out. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm hoping people are going to ask some questions about stuff because that's what I'm hoping this will be, and I can do a lot more of this because this is what I spend all my time doing when I'm not streaming. Right, on the vocals, right, what have I got on this track? So these vocals are comprised of, so there's kind of two leads, right? So let's forget the mountains of kind of backing vocals that are here right now that are creating these funny little sort of walking hands like that. They're all kind of gang things that I'm actually in. I'm part of that as well. So the main lead vocal is a double track here of this vocal. Oh.
Your God is longing to you. Your God is grasping for truth. Disguising all that you do.
So it's not perfect, but like in a good way. You get a slight chorusiness to some of the notes, which is really good. I hate a perfect double track. It's almost like, what's the point? You want a little bit of kind of surrealness to it. So basically, on each of those individual channels, you're basically talking about so you've got the virtual mix rack, Stephen Slate, Slate Digital virtual mix rack. So I'm hitting that with quite a good bit of compression in each one, not a lot of EQ, no EQ actually. Yeah, really? Oh well. I might change that before the end of the mix. I'm not too far from finishing this one off. I need to ride some automation and stuff and maybe just slightly beef up a few drum things. But I've got a slight gate on the vocal.
Your God is longing to you.
So it goes into like the virtual channel. I like the Brit N channel. So that's the Neve one. So really slamming hard into Neve. I do that with everything. I just love that grind that you get with the Neve sound. Never used a real one. I've never tracked anything through a real desk of a Neve anyway. Is this, hang on. Because of this fucking vest I'm wearing, the microphone's so far down. Right. No EQ, but that's just kind of standard there. The SSL channel. Then hitting the FG116 quite hard.
Your God is.
Yeah, that's burying the needle in that, but like she is shouting, so I'm trying to just Universal Audio stuff. I don't at all. Or do I? No, I don't. Basically, I've got the Stephen Slate subscription. I use a lot of that stuff, and I also like on my master channels, I'm going to slightly tweak some of this later on with the way I'm going to change some of my mixes, but I've been doing this the same way for quite a long time now. On the master vocal channel, I use the Joey Sturgis, the JST, Joey Sturgis Tones master stuff, which I think is great. The drums, the bass one especially, I use the guitar one on the guitar master channel, and then the vocals, I've got this. So for this track, because the vocals are quite loud, I go for the blend, full compression on the soft setting, and then just dial in the percentage. Or sorry, dial in the dB on the wee screw here. And that basically makes everything sit. And then for reverb and delay, I usually these are always the same. I've got like repeater just on a spread wide quarter note. I think it's a quarter note. It is a quarter note. Which was actually a little bit of a tweak of the preset from Chris Lord Algae. So it's a Chris Lord Algae preset that comes with that. Then I use a tape slap, which again, Chris Lord Algae tape slap 166. That's a real tape slap speed. Thanks John Lennon, etc. And then plates, and I've got like room reverb and plate reverb, which is Verb Suite Classics. Again, that to my ears is like the best reverb out there. repeater delay is amazing. So like, see all those bouncy reverbs, delays you're getting. Like, it's so cool.
Your God is brilliant to you. Your God is crispy for
Oh, it'd be great for reggae. It'd be amazing for reggae because you've got in fact, the tape delay mode. I'm not actually sure how well you guys can see that on there, but if you see it a little bit, um, on the kind of the tape mode, not the preset. Once you choose a preset, that's cool, but then you've got the tape delay mode, which means, hey, Fraggy, hello. So you've got all like cassette tape, digital delay. You can do like, pitchy old radio. So you can in plexi. So you can do like, in space delay. You can do all these kind of like hardware kind of models. I think repeater's amazing. Do you ever send all drums to a stereo track and sidechain compress them? Kind of. Basically, see what I was just saying. See what I was just saying about the master channels that I use. See on the drum channel. Pretty much, I just use this on every single track. See if I just solo the drums, right? Well, actually, right, so I've got a little sample of kick and snare, mostly for the room. So that's going to, like, the master channel. So, like, if I solo the drum track, I basically get the compression knob. Sorry, the compression knob and the mix knob on here. I've went for full 100% on this one. I basically thought, fuck it, I'm just going to go for, like, no side chaining, but the samples for the kick and the snare and the room ambience don't go to the bus, they go straight to the master. So if I was to like solo all of that together, you get a good punchy sound without, well, then there's a really crazy bit in the middle of this track where it all compresses. So, like, where's the verse? So take off that master one. Lose a wee bit of that punch. Full 100% mix. No side chaining really. It just sounds fine to me. Just sounds, it's perfect. Usually that's what happens. I'll knock that mix knob back a little bit to kind of sidechain it, to parallel it. But yeah, most of the time it's just like that. So like I've done a lot of trimming of like the toms and stuff in this track because it is quite noisy, especially the end. In fact, what does this mad bit in the middle sound like? Bit of vibra slap there too. Now that is all courtesy. That is all courtesy of our good friend Sound Toys Devil Lock. Now here's the thing, right? Now I do use samples for a lot of this kind of stuff. I'll go to a bit where it's really full on. Right, so see that there, right? Okay, but so I'll take out the kind of, I'll take out the sample stuff so you can just hear what my room sounds like with the actual kit. See, hello mayonnaise fascia. Jamie fucking shit. Connor Mandrake, Immortal Connor, welcome to the party. Well, hello, mayonnaise. Thank you for joining, guys. Thanks for joining my day job stream. Day job on a Sunday afternoon. So like the drums sound fucking fat as it is, but like you just get that extra boomf. I'll show you what samples that is in a minute. So I'll bring in the kick one. I'll just slowly bring them in. You'll get what they are. See, just a subtle bit of fucking awesomeness with the snare there. Oh yeah, and a bit of room. And a bit of reverb. So I kind of feel like when I use samples, it's mostly for ambience sake. Because I do like, I mean, I love the sound of my room here at Soundshape. Welcome. This is one of the first times you actually see the actual real wall behind me and not the green screen. So like through the glass here is like the drum room, you know. But like I do like the sound of the drum. I put the mics in the hall, so I keep the. Call me Masho. I'll call you Masho. Sorry, I'm not going to be as up to date with keeping on top of the chat today because I can't hear. As you can see, no sound alerts are on. Sound alerts are turned off because that would get too annoying with all the music today. And I can't hear the TTS, so I've got to keep looking over there. But thank you, Marshall. Thanks for joining. So like I do like my room sound, and this is just the room sound. This is in the microphones in the hall. I put them in the hall. They never move. They're always in the same place for drums, and this is what it sounds like. Oh, that's a bad example because that goes right into the fucking middle bit. Let's go to the end. So I've got a pretty nice room. It's nice and contained. It's got a nice kind of slap to it. Actually, that is kind of cool in the middle section when it all gets distorted. Now that's just my room mics. It's fucking, I fucking love sound toys, man. Listen to the kick drum. Listen to that bastard of a kick drum when that kicks in. Let's just listen to this section again in full. I'm going to move on to another track actually because I've not done anything else I've not done a lot of big details to some of the other tracks. I'm going to pick one that I've not done some of the edits and cuts, so I'll just open it. I'll open it literally as the whole fucking thing is starting from the start, so like I'll do that, but this one's obviously nearly finished, but I just fucking love this song! Here we go, once more to the end. Thanks, Snowblind. Yeah. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this a lot myself. Thank you very much for joining. Things are going pretty good here. I can't hear the sound alerts, but I don't care. It is something I could set up. But I just decided I thought I'd try this today. And it's running off the 4G hub. Everything's going good. You guys can hear the music. As I say, the only downside to this right now, the only thing I'm really a bit annoyed about is you get a little bit of interference. There's a bit of a ground hum and sizzle that'll come through on the... Like if I just stay quiet. you'll just sort of hear it. But then there's gonna be music playing most of the time. It's just because I've got miles of fucking cables in here. So like everything's a little bit mishmashed together, but I'm excited that I can do this because it means I can entertain myself and others while I mix. So I'm going to leave this track behind, but I'll leave you with how fucking. I'm going to leave you with how cool the organ sounds. It's a real damn shame that PaperSailor is not here right now. Hopefully he joins me because I'll be here. What time are we at? I'll be here for another couple of hours anyway. I am mixing PaperSailor. But I just want to let you hear. I want to let you guys hear the intro again with the fucking quality. With the quality intro of. Why is it not soloing them? The organ underneath the kind of chorus part is brilliant. Now, one last time, because you know now you know that's underneath those parts of the song. Let's hear it in all its glory again.
Your God is looking to you. Your God has grasped me for true. Disguising all that you do. Don't you shut your book
Absolute class in a glass. Album number 2 from PaperSailor. On track, pun intended, to be better than the first. First album, of course, available now. Go and stream, go and fucking buy. I don't know if he's still got any vinyls left, but my fucking god, what an artist. So let's open another one of his little trackies. Let's open another one. So, yep, stream seems to be still going good. I'm not gonna touch anything. I'm not gonna fuck this up. Let me just change. Oh, if I can actually get any movement in this. Come here. It is just PaperSailor. It is a solo. Obviously, on this track we were just listening to, Your God is Lying to You. This track has the lead vocal there. I feel fucking terrible that I've forgotten her name. I only met her that day. The one day. I feel terrible. Her band's called Alpha Signal. Check it out. She's got an amazing voice. That was literally like pretty much first take. First take and second take is what we have on the track. She did an amazing job.
Your God is looking to you. Your God is grasping for truth, disguising all that you do. Don't you shut your book as proof.
Come on, man. Come on. My job is a lot easier when people are fucking shit hot. Which, thankfully, is the majority of the time. So I keep looking over there because that's where my second screen is. That's where it always is. I've got this thing about looking there because I think that's where my mixing... Like, this screen that we're looking at right now, I normally keep that over there and keep this one in front of me. So this will be on my right on the big telly, and this will be here. But, yeah. That's my streaming and chat over there now, so I'm like, I'm fucking confused. But I'm liking this. I'm going to do this a lot more. Pad out my streams with a lot more sort of interesting stuff. What did I say I was going to do? Yeah, I'm just going to close this track down. We'll go into another one. I don't have my panic button on here because, as I say, I'm on the PC today, not the Mac, so... Mixing on the Mac, streaming from the PC. So let me... Okay, we'll close this. We'll open this up. I don't have anything dodgy on here anyway, so it's not like you're gonna see. It's not like you're gonna see anything crazy. So let me open. Let's open. I'll go in reverse order here. Let's open Weirdo Crazy Robot Lady. What I'll do actually, just to kind of, so you can see the process of where I'm going with this. I might even only get through this one more, nip tucking it. I'm not doing full mixes today. I'm just going to be going through, doing my little. I've got a process of doing like, I do like edits and nip tucks and stuff to get tracks in shape, then do a final mix on a separate day. So technically, your God is Lying to You would have been a separate day as well. So because I'm kind of doing this today, I'm I can't really call this a proper mix. So let's take that out of there. Oh. First things first, we always save it. We save it as a separate thing and we call it mix. There we go. So what I'm going to do, what we need to do is take off anything that's in a zone. Then we go to visibility. Sorry, once I do this, I will properly. Oh, hang on. Take that off the zone 2. Back there. Boof, 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 and then hide all these. There we go. Did you? There he is. Oh, that was right over my face. That was fucking class, man. That was right over my face. Right. So, what I'll do is I'll put on that on the output. I'll do this for here. And we'll play the track. We'll play the track back. And while the track is playing back, I'll just have a wee check over stuff so you can get a wee before the edits and after the edits. Weirdo Crazy Robot Lady by PaperSailor. I really hoped he would have joined us by now. Maybe he's working, who knows.
Weirdo Crazy Robot Lady. Weirdo Crazy Robot Lady.
Oh, fuck yeah! Yeah! Listen out for the yes. Remember how much fun they were? Yeah, we had loads of fun. Oh, here's a train spotting bit. Who's life? Juice life, juice life. All about that, yeah. All right, so I think the sub pumper drop, as we've called it here, in the middle section is fucking wild. I didn't realize it was as loud as that. Let me mute that for a second. Yeah, I think that kind of destroys your ass. Oh my god, because the whole mix just falls apart there. Bloody hell, it annihilates things. Saying that, I've not set my kind of max level. I'm going to do my little thing right now, right? I might do a couple of things and get lost in a bit of a trance and not speak for a while, but this is the kind of process that I go through starting a mix. Or prepping for a mix. Since this is the loudest part, so this is a kind of good place to do this. This is like my master. You can't even fucking see that. I keep forgetting that I'm there on the left-hand side. Maybe I should put myself in the top left. I'm trying to think where's a good top right, maybe? Possibly top right. Nah, do you know what? I'll stay here for now. So this is like the master bus level thing. So what I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm going to bring down all these to -5. All of this stuff comes down to -9. So this will massively change certain levels, but not in a bad way. Yeah! Now that level's better. Wow, you can see that fucking subline going down. That's fucking cool. Now that's going to pose a problem for mastering, actually. You fucking bastard PaperSailor that you are. But it's all good. It's all good for now. It's all good. Don't you worry. I think what I should probably do is, now that I've got those kind of master levels set, all these channels at the bottom are just for getting rid of. That too. There is no need for. Is that the key there? Yep. There's no need for that one. Robot Lady. That's actually right. So that's Michael. That's PaperSailor himself.
Weirdo.
With you know, he's got like a, you know, the vocoder sound on that he done this entirely himself. This was him in Ableton, as Escape Routes earlier was talking about. I think Escape Routes is gone, but yeah, he done this in Ableton, the vocoder sound.
Weirdo, crazy, robot lady. Weirdo, crazy, robot lady. Weirdo, crazy, robot lady. Weirdo, crazy.
That's all him. My first port of call is usually looking at the drums. Backing I'll keep, but I'll hide because we don't really need it, but you never know when it could come back in being useful. Usually what I'll do is I like to sample the kick and snare just to get a good backbone to fatten things out. called that the kitchen sink for anyone that missed that on the week we were recording. That was the kitchen sink sound. I quite like the kitchen sink. That was pretty good. See, because I can't really properly see the stream, I can't tell if I'm like too bright. See, because I can't really properly see the stream, I can't tell if I'm like too bright. Hello to you guys on Facebook. Remember, guys, I can't see any chat on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter. Whenever you guys can be watching, come to Twitch. The link is there. If you want to join in, ask me anything. If you want to chat, it's all about the Twitch. That's if it's not obvious for anyone that's ever watched me before on stream, that's where I'm talking. You come on Facebook and you think, who the fuck are you talking to? Well, I'm talking to Twitch. So get it up, you. Facebook sucks. Get away from there. I'm only there because, you know, I want to make sure you're aware. You're aware that I'm there. So the kitchen sink, I think, yeah, this is, because it's a very industrial fucking loopy song, I think the drums in this are definitely going to, oh, fucking tits, I forgot what, oh no, I remember. I'm going to say I forgot what preset I was using for the drums, but you know, it doesn't matter because a lot of these songs are different. I could end up using a completely different set of samples. But what I'll do is I'll load up. I do talk to myself half the time anyway, Esther. Yes, I do. Been doing that my whole life. I'm very used to it by now. Right, so. Blah, 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 blah. Where are we? Where are we? I'll load up. Of course, we have. We have electric drums going through this as well. We've placed in a lot of samples for that. But I'm going to load up Contact, and I'm going to load up a kit by Bo Burchell. Load recent. There we go. 4 channels. So basically this is the... Oh, they don't even have any. Of course it won't. Of course it won't see it right now. Close that shit off. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4 outputs. And those 4 little piggies. Those 4 piggies are down here. VST instruments. So you've got to point these all to the master channel. And let's bring them up to the base of our session right at the start. And because I can kind of vaguely remember what they are, that's Contact Verb. This is Contact Kick, Contact Snare, Contact Snare, and then Contact Room. There we go. So from there, what we do from there is we go to, we have, right, so, for some reason I'm blanking on a couple of things here because it's almost like I've got an audience and I'm scared to do something wrong and make myself look stupid, but in turn, in doing so, that makes me look daft because I'm kind of forgetting, I'm making myself forget what I'm doing. On the kick low channel, what we do is we add a MIDI track and then we double it because we want kick and snare. So we go, I'm right in the fucking way. Maybe I should move my camera out of the way because it's actually quite an important bit over here. Doesn't matter, you get the idea. I'm adding tracks. So this is called kick MIDI, snare MIDI. You can follow along if you know half know what you're doing. You'll know roughly what I'm doing. You can sort of meet me in the middle somewhere. Arm those to record. If I bring them down to the bottom or up to the top above me, you can see the arm to record now. So on the kick channel, we want to add, again, I'm doing this right underneath the fucking whole thing. Doesn't matter. we add trigger. So I'll bring this over here so you can see it. So get trigger, keep the mixed it to 0, doesn't really matter. Output into C1 in the MIDI. I'm not going to explain any of this, I'm just going to say what I'm doing. C1 channel in the MIDI, which is usually kick drum, so that automatically does it. That's generally... Let's go to here because the drums kick up a little bit. So you can kind of see what's happening. I might even notch up that low end a bit more. Oof, down a bit. Right, so that should only trigger the kicks now. Alright, you following? You get me? You fucking know what I'm talking about? I'll answer any and all questions, because that's just what I'm like. Even if you don't give a fuck, and you just want to ask a question anyway, just do it. I'll answer it, even if you don't even know what the answer means. Right, snare-wise, perfect place again. Loads of crashes to batter through that could potentially be in the way, so let's do that. Hold your horses! Solo snare track. His snare does sound fucking beautiful anyway, like, I love to absolutely smash the back doors in with a bit of compression and EQ on the way in anyway, so that's all hard written. So that's just like fucking hot fucking poker right up your ass every time that snare hits. I mean, that's just... Let's just solo that with the room, right? I mean, that's just... There's no sample yet, obviously. That's just his snare. It's awesome. In fact, that and the overheads. He's a very consistent hitter, is our PaperSailor, who still hasn't joined us. He's going to be gutted. He'll just get to watch all this back and be like, me, this is all me. Right, so let's get those to fuck now. I also don't use an undersnare mic, never really do. Depends what I'm recording for. If I know I'm going to be recording it, mixing it straight to the end. Meh, doesn't matter, don't give a fuck. I get plenty of snare at the top mic and the overheads in the room. And if you want to buzz it, I can bring in a wee buzzy snare sample. Does the fucking same thing. Doesn't matter. It's even cleaner that way as well. Man, that is a fucking brutal loud snare. He is doing very quiet ghost notes, right? In a track like this, they're really going to be hard to cut through. So I'm not going to worry about triggering them at all. See, they're tiny if you're catching that. Those little farts in the middle are just little... I mean, he's got a massive difference between his full-on hit and his little fucking dribbles. Snare dribbles. Right, so I think we'll have to just... I think we're good to run the whole track now. So if that... Run it all the way through just to pick up all these midis. So we have to tell that to go... That's the kick we want to go for that one, and that's the snare going into that one. And... Let me just make sure it's working. Alright.
Crazy robot lady.
So this is so that the MIDI tracks can just record. We have a Callum with a 9 lump. Ah, 9! Thank you so much. Time to just let's fucking rock it. Much appreciated. Thank you. Really. Thank you for being here. Head underwater. Bear, 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 bear. Woo! Bear, 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 bear. Yeah, studio stream has been long overdue. This is so that I can work and stream and not have Claire get me into trouble. And that is all the drums we need to sample. Perfect, so we've got that. Oh, whoa, hey! Love it. Right, we can get these to fuck now. I don't need to see them. Those triggers can go. So what I do now, and this is quite a fun little bit, I'll solo the drums so we can hear it in all its glory. And I'll look at the just the MIDI tracks, and then flatten all these down. Poof. And then bring down James. Oh, Claire, James saying stuff about you again. So let's see. Down, up, down. There we go. So all of these little linies, all these little lines for a track like this, I want them to all be the same punishing volume, pulverizing. And probably for the snare too, to be honest, but we'll play it by ear here. Do you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do that. Let's just do all the same volume. That sounds cool. And those little ghost hits are still coming out. See, that'll make so much more. See, that'll just sound a lot fatter. In fact, do I need to flip the phase, motherfucker? Ah, there's PaperSailor! Finally! He's finally joined us! Welcome in! Do I need to flip the phase? I think so. Sometimes it's really fucking hard to tell. I definitely need to flip the phase in the kick. Yes, okay, there we go.
Robot lady.
Oh yeah! So basically what I'm going to do... Oh yeah, the big reverb comes out. Of course, because that channel's got the mad fucking... Courtesy of Crystallizer! Alright. Alright. So... Yeah, I've got a feeling a lot. I'm going to do my next bit of drum edits, which is... There's not like 1,000 million things left to do in this track, to be honest, but right now, this is what we're doing. Done the majority of the heavy lifting in a lot of these. Now, hopefully there's not a gate on that, is there? No, there's not. So what I do is I trim out all the fat. This is one of those little selfless jobs. It's like shite until you finish it, and then you're like, oh, thank God, and then you hear it and you go, that's why we done it, because it sounds better in the end. Oh, yes, Volvic. Your volcanic eruption is making me happy. Oh, that's cold, and that's why I've got my fucking hood on, because I'm actually kind of cold. I don't really want that heater blasting me now. First time it's felt proper Frosty the Snowman in the studio. Right, so what I do is I go, this is going to be kind of boring as fuck, although I think in this track it'll be dead quick because there aren't like thousands of tom hits. None there. Just at the end here, maybe? Cool, so what I do is I do little trims like that, so I know to come back to it. That's my method. And then I'll go like this. Then from memory, from having listened to it through a couple of times there. Right, cool. I actually love a track that doesn't have a lot of toms in it. Depends on the... Bring that up a bit so we can all hear it. Cool, a little bit of rack, a little bit of floor. It's to get the hi-hat out. The hi-hat out is what I want out. That's usually in the crashes. Was that just the floor tom? It was! Now I have made mistakes before. have made mistakes before where I've actually trimmed out like the fucking like some bits of toms, but I'll go back and I'll always find it again later on because you'll hear it in the overheads and I go, where's that fucking tom hit? And I'm like, oh, because I got rid of it because I'm a fucking moron. Yeah, this track in its industrial feel will much greatly will benefit from the no toms. Same fill, just exact same thing. Just a floor tom again. Like I say, I'm coming back to tidy all this up. In case you're like, what the fuck are you doing? No, I am coming back to touch on all of this. I told you this bit was boring. Floor tom. Not a lot of hits in this at all. Now, see, you might think, well, why does it... The Wi-Fi thing's holding up brilliantly, man. In this stream, I won't click on it because it's like, I've got a whole bunch of windows all floating on top of each other that I'll end up kind of losing their layerage. But the little performance, because I'm using Streamlabs OBS on the PC because obviously, as you know, I'm on the MacBook, so I can't stream from that. So I've basically got this flipped round the other way for today. I'm on the MacBook streaming from the PC as opposed to streaming from the MacBook while using the PC. So I had to quickly set up a quick scene here, but like not a single thing. Touch wood, fingers crossed. Nothing between setting it up, getting the camera to be found, and all the other stuff. The feed from the MacBook and getting the audio feed. The audio feed's not perfect, but I explained that earlier. It's just like I'm using it like because I've actually got a separate audio feed from what I'm hearing. It's going through this fucking long 3.5mm jack. Basically, I'm taking the headphone feed that I would give someone in the studio and feeding that in. So, like, yeah, it's kind of a little bit buzzy. Like, right now, I'm not sure if you're hearing it. If there's no noise, you'll just hear a little ground kind of hum. But not a lot when you're just listening to the song. And the stream itself is holding up, so yay! And I've got my phone Wi-Fi'd to it. Well, my PC's wired in. I've got the MacBook Wi-Fi'd on. It's a little miracle box. It's a little miracle box that is literally a white box that feels empty. Like I bet you inside it's a tiny circuit board and an aerial going around the top, and that's it. But hey, it means I can have as good as having broadband without having broadband. Portable broadband. Ah, the world we live in. So I'm feeling pretty good. So it means I'll be doing a lot more of these. Same again, same again. Just the floor tom and that's it. Right, cool. So if we look at the whole track, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different sections that the toms are hit. It's not a lot, so we're in a very good place with this one. So it's literally, that is just one tom hit there. A little flambo onto the snare, just like the next one's a little bit of a flambo dambo onto the floor tom. Oh. I do love that verb, but I'm going to bring it down just a touch right now. Not that it matters, not finally mixing the drums or anything, but... So that's just so much more clean. So much cleaner there now.
Robot lady.
Why did I take... Oh! Is that because... Oh, we did that, didn't we? We took the overheads down for some reason. Interesting.
Robot lady.
It definitely needs... It definitely needs a bit of ambience on the drums, but I think that'll mostly come. That's what it is. I'm going to play that by ear once I get all the guitars thingied up. It's actually giving me another bit of an idea. I do remember doing that now, you're right, I do remember doing that.
Robot lady. Robot lady.
But what I'll do is I might just pump the room a bit more than I usually do. That's already starting to make me smile.
Robot lady.
Aye, because then that's softening those cymbals down. Before I get ahead of myself, let's edit the rest of these drum hits, and then because there's not a lot of them, so we don't have to spend ages on it. There we go. Same exact one again. Did I miss one, or is that just the first time that happens? It's the same thing. It is. Cool. So what I normally do is, make sure it's hitting the top, bring that right in, fade it in slightly. Where's the floor hit? Right on the floor tom and snare at the same time. Trim it off there so the crash doesn't get in the way. Manually bring a bit of fade in there. And believe it or not, that is all you need. See, when it comes to close mics, you don't need all that tail on things, guys. You don't need all that tail. Hey, chasing some tail over here. You don't need that. You just need the bang! Ba-bang! Oh, I forgot. Oh, and your God is lying to you. Obviously, I did a lot. That one was already nearly fully mixed before I even started the stream, but like, I did forget to do a very important thing, which I'll do on this one. And that's add my tape emulation to every channel, because my God, it does make a difference. So yeah, just those little blips on the close mics for everything is all you need. You really don't ever need close mic on drums when you got a lot of sustain. Nah, don't need it. Drop it out. Get it in the fucking bin. That's what your overheads and rooms are for, especially the room. Yep, so you'll just get a wee flidimp there. So all we need is that and a tiny wee fade in. That's all you need. That's all you need. It's the exact same again. Frababadabadum. Frababadabadum. Wapabadabadum. Fade out. Fade out. Then I'll grab both of them and just little bit of an intro. That's all you need, man. That's all you fucking need. Hopefully, for anyone that's interested in what when I hopefully cover as much. I mean, obviously, I won't be able to cover every bit of my working style of stuff. I'll be doing a lot of this offline as well, but as I've already done. But hopefully, I get to a point where I can show things like, what to do if what do I do if I need to get all the fucking noise off of that. For whatever reason, that particular hit just does not work. You just don't want that hit to be from the original thing because there's some nonsense and the cymbals are too loud. What to do then? Maybe that'll happen, maybe not. So far, so good with these songs. Normally, it doesn't really matter as long as you're very strict with how you top and tail them. That one's fine. That's cool. This one's almost a candidate for that. There's a lot of crash going over that, but I think if I do that and I just get the little tail on it, I think it'll be enough. It doesn't sound like a lot, but in the track, yeah. Once that's brought up, that is basically. And like I say, there are things we can do. That's that's another little similar fridang. Fridang buckadicadong. Fridang diggadicabum. Fade it out. Fade it out. Grab both of them. Add a fraction of a millisecond of fade in. Doesn't really matter if it's a snare drum. You want more snare drum, if anything. See, that's a good one because that is clean as a whistle. Little tiny fade in. Ah, piss off. There we go. That's a really good one. Cool. And that is all. So we never have to worry about them again. Other than the sound of it, we don't have to worry about them again. Right, I'm going to listen to this bit just now. Oh, something I didn't do. Oh no, I did do it on the other ones. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to actually do it right now because it'll piss me off. Get my markers in place.
Weirdo.
Huh. Who are you calling a weirdo?
Weirdo. Crazy. Robot lady.
Right, that's one marker and this next marker will be here.
Robot lady. Weirdo.
The next one I'm going to put on da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
Robot lady.
Just so that if I ever want to just hear that bit.
Robot lady.
Kind of obvious to see where the next one goes. Along here. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Next bit. Aye, I'll keep that little bit in because I might want to just have a bit of reference from like what it sounds like before that bit going into it. What happens halfway through? Sonically the same, so I'm not going to give a shit about that bit. Just move on to the next bit. Love the way that reverse thing kicks in and just messes with your brain. Perfect! Just like. And the next bit's kind of obvious. This bit is what we want. Oh, I might take it from the swell. Slightly before that, just so I can get an idea. Again, don't give a shit about the middle bit, just the same. Oh my god, yes! We're going to need to look at this bit because the subs are too loud. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. This all theoretically isn't actually mixing yet. That's the thing. As I've already explained. But for anyone that's joined since, I kind of do... Oh man, is this chair fucking... Is this chair starting to go? I feel like it's leaning forward an awful lot. Oh man, I mean, there's no fucking arse to this chair anymore. The armrests have fallen off. That's when you know a guy sits in a chair a lot, when it's completely fucked. And it's only been 4.5 years I've had this thing. That's quite a long time actually for a gaming chair. So like, I do all these kind of edits and stuff in the nipping and tucking because you don't want to be actually balancing. Took me years to figure that out, you know. You don't want to be balancing stuff when your head is full of the edits. Do you know what I mean? You got to come back. You got to come back to the clean mix and do the little bit, and then I like to come back and do a little polish off. Maybe sometimes an extra one, just a quick half hour on a single track or whatever, just to make sure everything's cool. Then even when you've done it, then come back and do it again just to make sure you. I don't like that kick drum so loud. You know, it's just a tiny bit loud or whatever, and you realise it later on. So I might just, yeah, that's just one section in the end. Put a banging donk on it! Welcome, Neil. Good to see you. I knew there was someone else waiting to come in that would be interested in this stuff, and it is, of course, yourself. Oh, I'm having fun here. So we have markers, drum edits. Now it's a case of just getting rough balance for this now, so I can listen to the rest of it and sort of see what other major sound changes are needed, if any. So I'm going to go from this bit. See, as I was saying earlier about this, I fucking love this. I love this plugin because it just makes drums sound awesome. Before, after. Love it. I think that's more or less all right. Yeah, man. Sorry, the meat guitar sounds. Oh, Neil, you are gonna like. This is baritone guitar, all over this motherfucker. PaperSailor just does not bring it. I don't know what it is, but it's always being brought in spades. That's actually a good point. This is where my next edits would be, actually, is bass and drums. And there's not a traditional bass on this. This is a synth on this one, so I'm going to look at the you know, guitars and stuff to see if there's any little trims I can do. Actually, overall, before I get to that, let me check the trims on the start and end of sections on the drums. That's totally fine. That's fine. See, I think I do a lot of this on the day. I've got to a point where it's sixth sense. No, that's the wrong word. Second nature. Fucking twat. Second nature now. Sixth sense. I'll fucking sixth sense you, boy. Okay, that's fair enough. Could have done that one. But sometimes I miss little bits, and it's maybe little bits that are Third degree Fifth Amendment. Oh, by the way, guys, as I said before to the very start of the stream, I can't hear. I don't know if you guys are hearing the TTS chat. I don't know if you're hearing that voiceover. I think you are because I checked it all before I started, but I can't hear it because I'm just, you know, I've not got that wired in. If I can be that bothered, I might do that eventually. There's no text-to-speech on your end. Oh, okay. Aha! Aha ha ha! Oh, hold on. I think I know why that's happened. Holy shit. I've just clicked. I've just fucking clicked why. When I pulled my headphones out. Oh, shit. When I pulled the headphones out from testing on the PC. Oh, I know a quick and dirty way to actually trick it again. Oh, I just need a mini jack. I just need a mini jack. Where are you? Mini jack. Headphones. Where's my headphones? Ah ha ha ha. So this is a down and dirty way of making this work. Oh, fucking hell. Right, hold on. This could be it. Because
I want to listen to a weirdo crazy robot lady while listening to a weirdo crazy robot lady.
See, the thing is, I want to keep it on because I still... Right, speakers, that should be it back. I don't know if that means you've got it back now, though. I was going to keep it off.
TTS is back.
Yay! See, right, okay. Anyone that knows Windows 10 or Windows in general, when you plug in headphones or you plug in some kind of audio output, and you set it to that in Windows, all is good. But when you pull it out, it defaults to something else. So I had it all set up to capture the sound from speakers, as it's called, even though it's the headphone output on the motherboard. I pulled that out, these headphones, to put them back in the Mac, or back into my sound card, so I could listen to the MacBook again. And obviously it's defaulted to something else. So it's back! So this whole time, sorry guys, I didn't even mention that at the start of the stream, so that's why what has this been, like an hour and a half or whatever? And that's why I've not fucking... No one said anything, but there you go. Because I feel like that being on encourages some folk to chat. Because we had a couple of different... I guess this was probably because of music, the music category and the tags that I'm using. We had a couple of different folk pop in earlier on and didn't stay for long. They could be lurking, who knows. But thank you everyone for being here. Oh, love that. Here's what I'm going to do then. I'm just going to actually take the overheads right out. I think we're going to get enough. Ah, now that's interesting. Here's what I'll do actually.
Bit Peter Gabriel with those percussion sample loops.
That is totally what it sounds like, Neil. So we called them the kitchen sink. That's what I dubbed the kitchen sink. PaperSailor's crazy fucking mad loops. Love it. Love it.
Just call me Sledgehammer.
I'm going to try and put a bit more donkiness and thickness on this snare for a second. I am very... Just call me Sledgehammer DMCA! Well, as Shinty pointed out, there is possibly some light at the end of the tunnel with this whole... Well, Shinty pointed this out like a week ago. There's possibly
It's
some light at the end of the
1982.
tunnel.
I just bought a Fairlight CMI and I'm going to use all the presets.
With DMCA on Twitch. Fingers crossed, we'll see. Don't know what it means to... I mean, it doesn't mean everything else is going to be alright, but... Oh, actually, let me just crank that up. Hello! Fuck off, that's actually made all the difference. Oh! Oh! That's actually lovely. I don't need to shimmer up too much, actually. I love the slate. I love the slate snare gate, well, drum gate, but it just works so nicely, man. Right, that is really going to fatten shit up. Oh yeah, already! Oh yeah. Now, what have I got as the sample snare? Gonna quickly check. That's the high one. No, I don't want the high. Dark Beauty. That's too high as well. I want a really fat, something I can electronic and fatten up. That's quite cool. What about the copper? That's a bit more ringy, probably. Aye, basically. I quite like that Arlington Ash one. That's quite cool. Okay. Oh, and I've not done my fucking... Oh, I've not done my tape thing yet. That's what I was going to do. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Bit less of that. CS left. I don't really want the SSL now. Okay. Punchy? Or big? I'm going for big, baby. Presence? Bit less. Actually, no, I want all of that now. And what I want is, I want the stress on it, and I want to fucking slam it. I'll bring back the mix a little bit. Yeah, I want that. Yeah, I want that wee sizzle. Slammer! Call me Sledgehammer. Here we go. No, no, just the drums. Oh, we're getting there. Do you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to loop this because I want to actually... I want to break free. No, I want to... Let's just have that there. Let's loop. Cool. Perfect little loop. What I was going to say was, I don't like to just listen to things too much in solo because you don't get the full sound. You'd always mix with either everything in, or do your final touches with everything in, or, you know, with the whole group of that instrument playing. You don't want to just crank fucking EQ. Never, never, never do that. Get an idea of where you're going and then start bringing everything back in again. Then do some final little mix tweaks. Like I say, I'm not doing the final pass on this. This is just a little... The edit mix parts, as I like to think of it as. And I don't like to take too long doing it either. Once you start doing it, you got to do it quick. Oh, that's good. Right, here's what I should actually do. I should just do this before I go any further. Get the tape machines in. So what I do is I get the tape machine in on every track.
When you do it, put everything in. Welcome to Shapesy's Sex Advice.
You gotta put the balls in too. That sounds good. Right, cool. So I'll just copy that over to here and then just check the levels of everything as you go.
Virtual tape machine is the shit.
Virtual tape machine is probably my biggest secret weapon. Fuck me, I love it. Oh, and Stephen Slate has announced... This is why I love the subscription thing.
Hello.
Because Slate has announced... Hello, Dark Member! Bit of a different stream today. Stay if you want. Thank you. You're going to have some quality music. If it's not your thing, I will not be offended. And neither will PaperSailor, hopefully. There's a big new plugin from Stephen Slate Digital coming this month that he's teased. So I'm excited. As a subscriber, you just can't get enough stuff.
I am always offended.
There we go. I won't bother putting it on there. Let's put it on
A
the
friend
kit.
got into
Whoa.
a car accident.
A friend got into a car accident? Shit, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's not too bad. This is already sounding better, this thing. You don't want it hitting the red, you want it just sort of shy of that. I've already got this extra kick, which I like. I think I put that on. We put that, well, I did, but like, you know, we collect the royal we of me and PaperSailor put that on the day. Let's get some snare action. You can just hear it fattening up as you go. I'm not going to put it on the tom tracks. Actually, I might as well. It's always the same kind of volume as the snare, but I feel like the toms don't hit that often, but fuck it, it's only 2 plugins. Hi-hat, yep. Hi-hats are very important in this track. Things are kind of leveling out about the same. I don't even think there's any ride cymbal in this worth mentioning, so let's go to the overheads. Room mic, sorry, because we don't have overheads in this one. We're going for fat, but also a little bit distant roomy. Sometimes the room mics could sound quite nice, slammed like that. I'll slam them a little bit. Kitchen sink, why not? Oh yeah, there. That sounded way thicker.
Fat, but a little bit distant. I used to date a girl like that.
Ah, Neil. That's what we need on a Sunday. A little bit of. I don't even have a click. Click? No, James. Clip. Don't have a clip. Oh, I could easily set that up as well. I could have easily set that up today. Forgot because I've got the hub thing in here. I could have easily done that. I'm going to need to get my clip button ready for clipping stuff because I'll need to go back to this later on and do some clips because hey, not done this before. What's that other? Ah, that's right, because I couldn't get a lot of I couldn't get much attack out of the kick drum on the day, so I've added that on most of the tracks. That's where that little trigger 2 track's going. I don't even know if I need that. Gonna just call it now. Don't need it. That doesn't. Gone. Bye. Yeah, do not need. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna smack up this bitch. Just like I did with the snare. Remember at the top of the VOD, or at least the top of this track, you'll hear the before and after. It won't be a full mix, but like you'll hear the before and after of how this track's sounding. That could be an interesting thing I could clip up. That could be quite interesting because I want to do, you know, bits of this. I'm going to clip up for YouTube and stuff as well. Most of the bits where I'm talking and not playing too much of the track. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Right, let's bring the mix down. about there.
Clipped it.
Clipped it. Good man. Yeah, see, there's not a lot of attack on that. Start bringing this one in a little bit. The one that's kind of just here.
You have time, you'll be back.
And what I'll do is, I'm going to have a listen to this bit without the vocals for now. I'm going to swap out, actually, this is something I'm going to do. I'm going to swap out that vocal. Yeah, I'm going to go for blend again, or maybe bold on this one. I'm starting to not like my other one. Hi, Claire! Tell you think of me back. I don't know. I'm going to be streaming. I'll be streaming / working for a little bit longer. I'll just text you. But yeah, hi. I know you're not really going to be sitting and watching, so. I want that to be more. Yeah. That's fat. Oh baby, it's so fat, fat in my face. What have we got here with the bass synth? Love that. Right, I'm going to take it out of this loop for now and go to a really loud bit.
You know, I can fight your battles for you. You know, you know. You know, I can fight your battles for you. You know, you know.
This bit. Right, so this is what I'm going to drop in. This is my rear bus. This is a little Sheps and
right,
Sheps
ball bag.
trick that for a few years now I've adopted. 4.5 years now. Shinty doesn't read. Shinty doesn't read the stream notes. Hello, Bobag. Yes, no sound alerts today. We are in the studio. Only chat. Because can you imagine the clusterfuck? Somebody would be like, "Oh my god, I really want to hear that bit." Plus, it would put me off, and I am actually trying to hopefully do some good work here. Good to see you in. So 28.2. I'm gonna make sure the left and the right. So basically, left and right gets sort of sidechaining the whole session. Basically, that's what this kind of parallel thing is. Right, so I'm massively not happy overall with how not fat the bass is compared to the drums now. That's what happens.
If this is at PaperSailor Music stuff, please be sure to add a Cosby secret track precisely 82 seconds after the last track goes silent.
That's quite good actually, that. That's better. A secret Cosby. Ah, he wishes.
Can confirm it will not be a secret.
No secret. Well, that's true because I think I put a few fake Cosbys in the old live stream we were recording.
Ha ha.
Oh yeah, the floor, the toms.
Is that the name of the new album? There's a Cosby secret track at the end of this album. There's a Cosby in MR Boots.
That's better.
Haha.
There's a Cosby in my boot.
At least it's not a Cosby in your pants.
Right, so here we could. So we're kind of hitting some of these problems I mentioned earlier about possibly when the crash is
A
too
close
loud.
second.
Right, so basically that's one way of doing it. You kind of fade it in. You fade Cosby in your pants. Oh god damn it! What have we become, people? Yeah, okay, so that's obviously a bad one there. Right, so you start to extend it, fade in the start and extend the end, and you get wait.
Shim shap doobie doobie AP.
Okay, I'll leave that one for now. Possibly might just need an extra sample over it just to give you a bit of boom. That one's not too bad, I'll leave that for now. That one's okay. Yeah, this is the other thing as well. Sometimes just take one from the same song. That needs a wee bit of an extension. See, that sounds fine. So that could be my using over the rest of it. Depends what it all sounds like. When all is said and done. Let's look at these ones. We fade out on that one. Right, vocals off for now, just so I can hear how guitar and bass are sitting with each other. Don't forget that. Fire charger, one of my secret mojo weapons. Honestly, it's amazing. We'll put it off. Put it on. It does what it says in the tin, it just charges it up. Now, what I might want to do with this one is actually give it a bit of stereoness as well. Which is also under my Magic Mojo Vibe folder. Oh, you can't quite see that, too bad. I think this is called, is it Fire Master? How am I doing on plugins? Yeah, I'm not even halfway. Let's try Fire Cobra. That sort of just adds volume. I think I'll go back to the Fire Master and put that depth thing on. There's a couple of things I can widen it with. I know.
It definitely added width. I could
I
hear
like
it
what
on my
that's doing
monitors.
Yeah, there's a little bit of width there, but this, I think the master one, this depth thing is actually adding the actual stereoness that I want. Right, A will be good for getting it cutting through. Color. This is just kind of tone shift. Oh, I like that kind of fucking weird kind of. Yes, that sounds like it's coming from like fucking over here behind me. It's like giving you that cool. I can't put it any better than saying it kind of tickles you. It tickles your ears a little bit. Now that's probably going to sit nicer in the mix. There it is! That's how you fucking do it, man. See, Magic Mojo. Just 2 or 3 little secret weapons bring things to life. Let's give that a little bit of the virtual tape as well before I forget,
I
just to make sure
approve.
we're in the right ballpark.
I prosper.
Alright, okay, that's fucking nice, man. Bit of movement there.
So is this the new Cubase?
With the good thing being that it's almost verging on being too loud
I've not
right
seen
now,
a
but that's
Cubase
fine.
since CB5.
Since Cubase 5. It's not new, no. Well, I'm on 8.5. So actually, if you're talking about the way it looks, actually, the look of it didn't really change. Well, actually, after 5, it changed. 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 6, 7, and 8. I'm on 8.5. So they basically, 6, 7, and 8 had a look, which was this one. And then 9, 10, I think it's on 11 now. Have again tweaked the look a bit, but I like the way this is. I bought, like I was saying at the start, somebody was asking what Cubase this was, so I bought this in what? I went from Nuendo to Cubase 5. I think I was on 5.5, and I jumped to 8.5 about 4.5 years ago. 5 years ago. I think it was 5 years ago. So I've been on 8.5 for 5 years. Whenever it came out, and I haven't updated because again, compatibility nonsense. You know, the way my Mac's running the now runs all right. Like Cubase 8.5 technically doesn't even support like Catalina and above. So I'm gonna stay on this for now, but I could get like I could.
And if it works, it works.
And if it works, it works.
Right.
Yeah, I'll put it this way. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. And see, there's a couple of things in like the newest version that I'm like, oh, that's a cool little time saver, or it's like a cool feature, but it's nothing that doesn't get you to the final result. Like it's nothing that's going to make me record drums differently in a massive way, or record guitars, or mix the guitars differently, mix the drums differently. It's just nice little things that aren't fully usable for everyone. So, I mean, I could have got the same results on Cubase 4, theoretically, do you know what I mean? Only upgrade years later when everything's definitely fine, you know? Which is why I won't be upgrading to Windows 11, just
Plus,
in
you can
case.
still use VSTS.
Well, VSTs are a problem. That's one of the main problems with Cubase 9 and above. Cubase 9 basically has this blacklist system where it basically says, if we don't like the look of your plugin and don't think... I think it's also everything with 64-bit. Obviously, everything I'm using is 64-bit, but there's a couple of plugins that have got like 32-bit code in them. And even some of the... This is all getting very boring and technical, but like some of the kind of more random plugins, a few things that I use that are a bit more kind of maybe a bit more varied and
Yeah,
whatever,
same with
but
Pro
like they just
Tools.
don't
They jumped to 11 and
play
stopped
well. So
supporting them
Cubase
for a
9
new
doesn't even let you
format that I
fucking
can't
use them.
remember the
So
name
I want to
of.
know that I can use whatever the fuck I want to use. Oh, is it like Artas? Is Pro Tools like... Was the native one RTAS or whatever? Artas? I forget what the But the native Pro Tools one's called.
That rings a bell.
But yeah, plugins are a bitch.
But it was massively inconvenient.
Yeah, being massively inconvenienced is not what I need in this line of work. So it's a minefield. So that guitar track. Right, so I'll group them together, call this guitar 1. It's first on the list. So I'll call it guitar 1. This is another thing that's important to do, folks, is group your guitars and stuff. If there's 3 channels for this one guitar, so you don't want 3 faders. No one wants 3 faders in front of them when you're mixing for one sound source. Now, let's just quickly break this down to see if I can tidy up any of the sounds there a bit. I don't like to do too much with the guitars after the fact because I know that I'm good and I've got them good on the day. Just a wee tidy up in the lower end. By the way, obviously, if anything suddenly starts coming out of one speaker, if anyone's even listening on proper speakers or headphones, Shinty, I know you are. It's meant to. Don't worry, it's not a glitch. That's nice and simple. Over this one. Not all low end is good low end, people. There's another thing to remember. And you kind of generally want to get your low mids right the fuck out of guitar. That's the one thing that on the day when you're recording guitars, when you're recording things like guitar and bass and all the rest of it, you don't quite get the full picture of the low end all the time. You've not always got that. Your ears sort of adapt and do their own thing, you know. So you sometimes get that sort of false sense of security, which is what mixing is here to save. And there's nothing wrong with using basic EQ that's built into things like Cubase and all the rest of it. I don't do it if I'm doing like major colorization of the sound sort of thing. That's a lot tidier, man. That's a lot tidier. Right, so I'll hide those tracks. So I've only got the one fader now. Right, now I'm going to definitely want a little bit of a bit more oomph and sort of mojo on that, I think. It all starts with the tape, of course, and then we take it to... I might even just try something for fun. From the mojo pile, or even from... What about heater? Let's try the heater. Let's try and give it some heat. Now, off the bat, this could sound horrible. Oh boy. This is actually, oh my goodness, oh my god, I've not used this on guitar before. This is another little secret weapon. This is very useful. You've got stereo width, saturation with an extra drive mode for extreme craziness. And then some sort of harmonic bass and treble here. And a high and low pass filter. What else do you fucking need? Is that on 8K? It is. That's exactly where I like to put a bit of fizz. Okay. This could be fucking useful, man. Alright, okay. This mix is just opened right up, man. I am fucking digging what that is shoveling. Don't know if I'll need to do much with that at all. That comes in... Right, that guitar comes in earlier than that one, so I'm going to call that guitar 2. And guitar 3 is going to be called... Guitar 2. That's going to be called... Nah, I can't even fucking... Ah! Confusing myself. All good. Right, okay. That's going to get its own group fader. Again, you don't want 1,000 faders in your session. Why is that? What? What? Why is that there? Put it there, you crazy Dutch bastard. There we go. Right, so we want boof, that to there. We want to take off the send effects on that, just have them on the master. Nothing wrong with that. So I think we kind of don't want this being too wide anyway. I'll flip the phase on that, that'll just send things into fucking orbit and it'll mess us up, so... No, I think I'll leave the phase where they are. So what I getting here? A little bit of delay. A little bit of long delay. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, alright. Alright. Cool, cool. Not going to see much problem there. Let's just bring over the tape. Cool. And then a little bit of... I'm just going to say just a wee touch of like... I don't think it needs any EQing. What about... Where's the opto? Pop guitar smoother. Let's see what that does. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Incidentally speaking, let's go back to Weirdo Crazy. Where is she? Right, okay. Now, what was the effect? What was the effect that I put on Robot Lady?
Weirdo, crazy,
Not on that, I mean.
robot lady.
That is going to pan to the right a bit. I thought that's not in the middle.
Weirdo, crazy, robot lady.
Well, this kind of is what I'm talking about here. So what was I using on the Here We Go? Yes, give me the Fire Master. Let me put that on here. Also, let's tape.
Weirdo, crazy,
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
weirdo, crazy, robot lady. Weirdo, crazy,
Interesting.
weirdo, crazy, robot lady. Weirdo, crazy,
Oh yes!
robot lady.
Doesn't need too much bass on it.
Weirdo,
Maybe it does actually.
weirdo, crazy,
Take that off.
weirdo, crazy,
I know there's a little bit of a volume boost, but I was wanting it louder anyway.
weirdo, crazy, weirdo, crazy,
Yeah, that's doing cool things. Let's pump the air up.
weirdo, crazy, robot lady.
Yeah, we're getting a nice fizz. I'm fucking spitting everywhere. Oh, you ever have some words that you're about to say the word fizz or moist? Well, maybe not moist, but a word that makes you actually salivate a little bit. Can't say it because the word itself is making the physical action happen. Right, so let me see how that sounds.
Weirdo, crazy,
I like how that's doing.
robot lady.
I'm going to squish that down a little bit. So I just want it to be a wee bit more in control. And I think the 11.6, yeah.
Weirdo, crazy, robot lady. Weirdo, crazy,
Yeah, bring it down a little bit.
weirdo, crazy, robot lady.
I like it brings up the little delay a little bit.
Robot lady. Robot lady.
Right, so around about this time that I like to throw on a little bit of like a mastering compression or limiter just so I can get the idea. Because I master, if I'm recording this, if I've engineered a song from the start, if I'm engineer from start to finish, I do my mastering in the session. So like this is kind of how I do it. It's quite simple now. Once I know I've got my EQs right and stuff, which I'm still going to tweak, but it means I can get my limiting sort of sorted. All these things that you do off the cuff and takes you a long time
Something
to fucking
tells us is
live
going
and
to push
learn
the guitars
States.
back.
Something tells us is going to push the guitars back. Something tells us is going to push the guitars back.
Asterisk is taupe.
Oh yeah. See, I'm actually quite. I'm not a fucking crazy like push everything like. Booba's department. So I just realised what a great name. Welcome in. I'm not like a let's just absolutely slam the hell out of the mastering.
Thanks.
I like to just keep it a little bit on the tamer side and hope that things don't get too mad. Leave it on that for now. Try to give you guys a consistent output volume as well. I don't want to suddenly have it jump up too much. Sorry about that. Like I said, this is the first kind of studio stream I'm doing, so I'm learning as I'm going. I'm used to working on my own, keeping myself to myself. So a little bit different for you on a Sunday afternoon. God, it's evening time. I'll need to get going soon actually. So hopefully we can do a little bit more work on this track, and then I'll be like nearly there with it. But yeah, I'm liking how that's come together. So over on the right here, way over there in the green faders, that's where I've got my master buses. So like, I'll start to like once I put the limiter on, I'll start to bring them down as a whole, and then bring up any quieter guitars, if that makes sense. Because I now know where I now know where my loudest volume is for guitar, which is that one. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, PaperSailor,
Yeah,
bringing the
makes
riffage. The sub drop. The sub drop. Because what I mean is, so just to clarify, because if anyone's actually like, sort of, if you kind of know what I'm talking about, I've got like my limitation for my guitars, which, as I said before, I like these ones for guitars on the master guitar bus, the Joey Sturgis ones. So I've got them set for the loudest sound. So if I was to bring my guitar channels down, you take away that overhead and you start to not push into them as much. Whereas if the loudest one is already hitting it in a good place, you've got to bring the fader of the master down rather than the guitars. So then the smaller ones can just take up the slack. There isn't much in this track though. This is like, compared to that last track, the last song which had about 40 guitar tracks or something, there's not a lot in this one. So I mean, we need to get to the... In fact, a whole bit is just feedback.
Go back, lady.
I'm going to scoop the guitars a wee bit, they're a bit middly. But that feedback one's cool. We had fun. You sit for so long getting feedback and layering up feedback, and then it's just a tiny little thing that nobody really knows. Well, you do notice it, but a lot of folk don't know what it is they're hearing. It's just feedback. So what are those three? I can just fucking feed. I can just 1, 2, 3. Right. So let's just put all of them into. Let's just call this guitar FDBK. That's what I always shorten it to. And there we go, and this can hide, and there we go, done. That's me saved a lot of space. Now, so I've only got this one of the guitar track, which means I've only got 4 faders of guitar to work with. So this middle guitar bit, it's that thing. See, there's not much to that. Let's just go guitar middle, and then go. Actually, because I like to be weird, guitar twiddles. I'll know what they are then. And then I won't change that because they've already got. They're sending individually. They're sending to. They're already individually sending to Reverb and Delay there, so I don't want to change the volume of that. So I'll just hide them as it is. That's me now. Get 4 faders of guitar, and that's all I'm working with. Give that a bit of virtual tape. Something there. Maxed out because the volume's quite low. And then bring in mix rack just for a little bit of leveling. I think I might scoop a little bit the middle out of them as well. Hang on. Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of the middle out. There's a kind of low thuddiness to them I don't like somewhere.
I love the Slate digital tools.
It's basically about there. Slate Digital's amazing. Best, as I was saying this earlier, like there's another big one coming out this month. Still
Got
a
a jet, dude.
surprise.
Don't listen to anything Shinty says.
Got a jet, dude. Don't listen to anything Shinty says. No worries, mate. I'm just about to finish up anyway. So everyone is hearing your beautiful, beautiful music, and I will be doing as much more of this when I'm mixing as I can. It's a pain in the arse to set all this up, but it's worth it because it's fun. I get work done and I get to stream. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Custom Opto. Alright, let's go for that smoother again. That's cool. We get the spring reverb sound that we got on the day. Excellent. Somewhere about there. That's cool. Right, so I do want to check on the sound of that, the main guitar. The very section I want to look at, this is where the sub comes in. Man, that's loud. That's so basic. Oh, Guys, you need to listen to this in headphones or whatever if you're listening. It's just, it's so worth it. Right. And I need to tame this slightly because I think we've gone overboard on the volume on the day. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a slope in Cubase and see what I can hopefully tame here. No. Oh. This could be a job for... This is probably a job for Infinity. That's... Oh. She's harsh, man. So I want it to be... I want... You really don't want, like, below... I'd say I'm going to go for 30 in this one. Because we can still hear it, but I don't want, like, basically just rumble going through the speakers with nothing to it. When it initially hits. Okay, that's on a little bit of harmonic sort of like, woo, tickle. Yeah! So what I'm going to do, because we're getting really close to the balance being pretty close without doing any kind of automation, so I'm going to have a quick look at the lead vocal and just check tuning basically, see if there's anything that needs a little brushed up on here. Should that be the...
That's me.
So that should go. Should that... I think it's meant to be that note. It was a little bit sharp there. Aye. Because the ones after it are all that. That's mean. Claire's back in the channel. Aye, so that was just a wee sharpie one at the start. Aye, that one there as well. That's it. It would actually help if I had the it would actually help if I had the vocals at the right volume. sometimes make a little judgment call and go like, that one actually sounds kind of cool being in the sort of flatter note. And then that would need to be there to go up to that one again. Because you can copy and paste all these things, but we only, as anyone that records me knows, we do that when it's necessary. You don't always copy a little verse bits the same. That's meant to be that one. Cool, that's all sounding pretty sweet. Right. So something I don't have on the master that I normally have is, well, I've been trying a couple of different things, but I normally would go for the sound toys. In fact, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go for Microshift, because Microshift is the diggity tits. So that's my default preset. If anyone wants to steal that one, that's all you need for vocals. Shift the dry and the wet a little bit, maybe. It's the difference between lifeless vocals and vocals popping right at the screen.
You know, I can face your battles for you. You know.
In this case, actually, let's bring the frequency down as well.
You know, I can face your battles for you. You know.
Oh, it's so good, man. But I think that's kind of where we're at. Also, I think we did sit and work a lot on the EQ of that vocal to be a certain way, but I think I need to take a bit of the boxiness out.
You know, I can face your battles for you. You know.
I'll take a little bit of the top out.
You know, I can face your battles for you.
Just a wee bit.
You know, I can face your battles for you. You know. You know, I can face your battles for you.
That's more like it.
You know, I can face your battles for you. You know.
Right, so forgot to tidy these up. I always love hearing the little coughs in between takes. Makes you realise people are human. A little fade in and out, and they are clean and tidy. Let me just quickly do the same for this one. I'm not going to touch them. The little imperfections are perfect to me. It's only backing vocals at the end of the day, folks. It's only backing vocals. Now, on this one, we doubled up the verse. The verse is like both verses together.
You know, I can face your battles for you. You know, I can face your battles for you. You know.
Now, is that...
You know, I can face your battles for you. You know.
So that one's got its own thing, and I've stuck that on it. Right, I'll tell you what I'll do there. I'm just going to bring that in.
You know, I can face your battles for you. You know. You know, I can face your battles for you. You know. you know, I can face your battles for you, you know, you know. You know, I can face your battles for you, you know, you know. You know, I can face your battles for you, you know, you know. You know, I can face your battles for you, you know, you know. You know, I can face your battles for you, you know, you know.
Love it. I'm going to leave you on this little surreal bit. While I go for a fish, I'm going to leave you with this surreal loop. Yeah! Okay, back in a minute. Sorry, you've been hearing that for a long time now. I think, alright, so I think, therefore I am. I think, we're all good. I think we've done good today, folks. Do you know what I mean? Thank you for being a part of the mad fun. Thank you for being a part of the mad fun. We've done our bit. Yeah, I think in terms of how this could have went perfectly. The stream is stable. The stream is staying alive, and that is all that really matters. You can hear me, see me. Everything's been cool. Good old 4G hub. So aye, that was cool. Got me a little bit more further along the road, but further along the road of getting these tracks finished. So I shall head off. Thank you for everyone that joined in. Thank you for today's subs and stuff. That was all very kind. Thank you, Callum. I know you didn't even really join in, but you gave me the sub, and I appreciate it. Got a Twitch payout the other day, which really helped. It really did. It was nice to get that. Quality. So until my next stream, whether it'll probably be a gaming one. Yeah. Tatty bye. Enjoy your Sunday nights. What we having? We're having pizza tonight. Pizza for dinner. All is good.